Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and today I have part 2 of my craft space tour for you. Okay, so this is the doorway of my youngest daughter's room, and I'm sorry this video is probably going to be a little bit shaky. And as I said in my first video, she went off to college and she offered to share her room with me. And I did have to change some of her stuff around. All she left was her vanity, which is here, and her bed. So her bed I did move and put it against the wall this way, and then her vanity here. And that's just some of the stuff that she has left in here. And those fans I made for her graduation last year. I'm just going to close the door behind me. Her graduation party last year. So I did make those fans for her. And then so she has this half of the room here. And then at the end of her bed is where I started my space. So I bought that workbench at Harbor Freight. Like I said, I'm sorry about the moving around. I'm not holding the phone in my hand. I'm holding it off of a little tripod thing. So that is my workbench. And I made those fans also. That was for my oldest daughter's wedding. We had a few more and other decorations, but I thought I'd just decorate my space with it. And so here's the workbench. It does have a light on it. I'll give you an overview real quick of my half of the room and then kind of go through the stuff a little bit. So there's my workbench from Harbor Freight. I have shelving. And then you go around, I have my desk. That desk I bought for $25 at Goodwill, and my brother-in-law made the stand behind it for my ribbons. And then I have this hutch here. This hutch I bought off of Facebook Market for $50. She originally wanted like $125. I don't know, she wanted over $100 for it, but she said she really needed to get rid of it, so I offered her $50 and she accepted. And then this is my daughter's closet, and I hung one of the shoe racks on the outside to put the rest of my paper punches on there. Okay, so and then back to her door. So from the door is her vanity, and then the other half is my space. Okay, so I have my cart here, and I hope the lighting behind isn't making this too weird. I just didn't want it too dark in here. Okay, so I do have my cart here. So when I come to work on the workbench, I just pull my cart around, and then I can show you what's in my cart. So I really did think that I had more dies than this, but this side here are most of my dies, and I keep everything in its package, so you know that's what I have. And then I have the dies that have like the stamp sets with them. These are the ones that are too big to fit in the little crates, so I just put them on the side. And then these are just stamps, but I think some of these are, I had something like the stamps with the, or no, they're also embossing folders with stamps and with dies in them. So stamps, dies, and embossing folders there. These little hanging things I bought from Daiso, and I thought they were really cute. I bought a lot of them, so I have some hanging on the side, but I don't use those that much. And so I have more ribbon, and some of this ribbon I just need to put on my desk. And then down here I have my 6x6 paper pads, and then the other sizes, that's I think like an 8x8 there. And then on the bottom I just have the rolls of paper that were on sale on clearance. Oh, and that other hanging thing, that's from Daiso. So all the little teal mint hanging off of the cart are from Daiso. But those are the rolls of paper that went on clearance last year at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I move the card out the way. If I'm working on my workbench, I use this chair. This is the chair that I showed you in the first video that my daughter bought. This chair, it raises high enough, but it's broken. So as soon as you raise it and sit in it, it just goes right back down. So I just keep this chair for this desk, and I use her chair for the workbench. So on my workbench, I have the Tim Holtz thingy there, and then those jars I had bought on clearance at Hobby Lobby last year. And these, I love them up here, but they keep falling. This back part, I'll come in the room and 3 of them will be like on my table here, my tabletop. I put these shelves here. I had bought these on clearance at Dollar General, and I thought they were cute. And I really like the pegboard because I've changed it already a few times based on what I'm using or working on, and I'll just rearrange the tools as I need them and, you know, see what works best. And then these two here, the pegs here, my notebook that I watch videos on sometimes, I'll just stick it, oops, I'll stick it on there. Well, it sits up better than what I'm doing now. There you go. Oops. I'll stick it up on there, and it sits there, and I can watch the videos while I'm working. So this is my journal that I did the video on, and this is getting ready to be a second one. And then I just have my tools there, and my Sizzix die cut. I hang my calendar there, and then this is the big stack of papers that I mentioned in one of my videos that my husband and mom donated to me for my projects. And then I can't wait to open this and use my little baby iron. It's so cute. And then in these drawers here, this is where I stored like my new dies that I bought. And this is from this go around, I think, or maybe last one. But I have some from last year, and then the ones that I bought this year. So I think the yellow tags are from last year, and the orange tags are from this year. Then there's my oxides, and then the blending brushes that I bought from another stamp set. The blending brushes that I bought from the dollar store. So let me move my chairs out the way. Give me just a minute. Okay, so that is the top of my workbench. And let me turn the light off and see how it looks in case this is messing up. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know if it looks any better like that. So underneath my workbench, oh no, the other drawer, let's see. The other drawer, I have the pins that I bought. I have 2 of these, so I use this, if you can see them, there's a little glue, to put my glue gun on so it catches the glue, and the other one you can see in there. And then I have my kit here, and then I bought a new, I just bought this embossing kit off of Amazon. And so I still need to test that out. And I have some of the embossing powders there. So that's what's in that drawer. Just a little extra stuff. And then I did a thrift store haul. And in that haul, I bought these cubes for $5 each. So in this one, I just have like the solid papers. And then there's my iron for when I need to iron stuff that I sew, and my crocodile. And then I store my totes there. And that one, the blue one, has ribbons. And then I have like the Jen Hadfield. I think I have 2 that have that in there. And I think there's another one with ribbon. And then one with paper packs in there. And then there's the other cube. Each cube was 5 something, like $5. And then I also, well, those are the extra totes that I used to have my papers in, but I bought this, I put that together, and that was also, let me move my trash can. That was also $5, and I put that together, and now that's where all my paper pads are. And then from the Workbench around, I bought this black shelf also for $5. That was on the same haul. The 2 cubes, the black paper stand, and then this black shelf. And I just put all of my EK tool paper punches across on that. And you see the yellow stickers, the clearance Hobby Lobby from last year, and the orange probably from this year. And then most of the stuff I do buy on clearance. And then I have the shelf with just little decoration stuff. Though that box is empty, and it has another empty box in it, and I haven't stored anything in it yet. So from that wall, and then these are all my tools here. Now the corner's a little bit dark because I turned off the light, but I got different cutting boards, and then the scoreboard. And so on this workbench here is where I would like to dedicate it to most of my projects and work from here. And then my desk here, this is where I do my recording. So you see my stand here is where I put my phone. I put my phone in selfie mode so the screen is facing down. And then when I sit at my desk, I can see the reflection of the phone to make sure that I'm in frame, and you could see what I'm doing off the screen. So I just look at the reflection from the phone off the mirror, and I can see what I'm recording and if I'm in frame or not. So this is just from a haul, Christmas stuff that I have to put away. But I have my ribbon there on the stand. That's where my phone goes, like I said. So I have 2 lights, extra ribbon there that I just need to. The poles come out, they just pop off the ends and then fill. I just need to fill it up. But I need to buy those stick pins or T-pins and put them, because I don't know, right now all my ribbon decide to start unwinding. So, and then I have this for my coffee here. I bought this a Tuesday morning, and I love these because they're coasters. But if I was doing small projects, they're like little plates, and I just put all the little pieces. See the tiny little cutouts? I use it for that also. So I just store them in there. And it's supposed to be a set of 4, but it only came with 3. So under my desk, well, it has a little ledge here, and I have my ruler there. But I have my bins here. And in those bins, let's see, I have to pull them forward, and then I can pull the drawer out. But this is just like ephemera pieces that I have in here. Unless they're a collection, then I keep them in the collection. Because in those bins with the Jen Hadfield, whatever came in the collection, stamps, ephemera, stickers, they're all together with the paper pads. And in there I have like 6x6, 12x12, like whatever I could find of that particular collection. Otherwise, the rest of the ephemera goes in here. Then I have like notepads in this one. And then the bottom, I think, is kind of just random. I have like my clear bags to put cards and stuff in that I've made. So that's the first one. And then the other one under my desk, and my chair just fits in between. This one is like tape and glues, like some of the Mod Podge. And there's all my, what is it, like 1/8 tape, and then here's some glitter. I'm sorry if this doesn't come out very good, but it's the first time I had to hold it. These are acrylic paints, and then some of the pads from the alcohol inks that I bought. So mostly paints in there. And then in the bottom one, you see that thing. I have those plastic pieces that go to the mat where you can make like the big flowers and stuff. That's what that mat is from. So that is my desk there that I mostly used to film And ideally is to keep the workspaces cleared as much as possible. Well, if I'm working from there, if that's a mess, as long as this one's clear to record videos is what my ultimate goal is. So I come around this way. I'm gonna move my trash can. And then this is the hutch. Just give me just a minute. Okay, so in my hutch, that, where's my finger, is from my sister's gender reveal. I think my niece is gonna be 2 years old this year. So she recently passed that back on to me. And I just kept it up there. And then in that iris finger, that iris bin is the Halloween stuff that I mentioned in a video that I need to transfer to a clear one because that's a pink tote iris container and I don't want the Halloween stuff in there. In this cabinet, so well, let me show you top to bottom. This is my hutch that I bought off of Facebook Market, and it is kind of tucked in on the side there. So starting from the top real quick, in there I have envelopes and cards. If you see, I have the tags, like the Ooh La La card sets and tags in there that has cards and envelopes in there. And then some of these, the little totes that came from Dollar Tree, I have one has Halloween, one has like a little bit of sequins, which I don't have too much sequins, so they're just stored in there. And then on the top shelf, those are my wood stamps, and I have like tapes for mailing. And then these little bins here, I think are pretty much still empty. Something's in there. Here's my scrap bin, and then I have Brad's and tags, I think, in there. This one has Valentine's. One has Valentine's. I don't think I started putting anything in the other one. No, so Valentine's in that one, and that one's still empty. And then here I have the envelopes. Let's see. The envelopes that I bought in the recent haul. I kept the tote, the bin, and just kept them all in there. Here's my books and planners. And then here are some more punches, but they come in this thing, so I just kept them in there. So that's what's in that cabinet. And then I have my sign here. This, my mom gave me these, and I like them because they're really big, and they fit the 12 by 12 paper pads. So all I did was took a cardboard and covered it with contact paper, and then you can see, like, right there, this is a zip tie. I just tied around it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they're on one of these. It came with this, and it's for the kitchen, where you kind of like separate it, and it makes like a shelf. But yeah, it's with the kitchen stuff. It came from Tuesday morning. So I have paper pads here also, and cards, not cardstock, what is it called? I always forget the name, but you know what it's called. And then I have some planner stuff in here, the planner books, and then these are all my little, like, the tag maker, the punch boards, so my small punch boards. My newest little small cutter. I have the small alphabet punch, and this is the small envelope punch there. So this is just stuff that I need to put away. And this work area here, or this hutch, is where I would like to do my planning on. So I didn't want this to stick out too much, so I just put it sideways. But this is my washi, so it does open. Nothing's in the way. I can open the drawers as needed. And then this was from my last haul that I saved to see if my, well, Hobby Lobby haul with all the planner stuff, to see what my daughter wanted or needed out of that. And then I have these here, and it's just all my colored cardstock there, and more of the cardboard here. So, and then I have the envelopes that match the boxes. So down at the bottom, I have my printer there. There's ribbon there. There's 4 of these, and in the back it's another thing of ribbon and some tulle. And then this one has more ink pads and some of the stamps that I used that have like handmade by and stuff like that. In that space there is a plug outlet, and then this double drawer here is kind of hard to get to, but if I open it, let me see, I'm gonna pause it and then open it because I have to like squeeze in that. Hold on. So it's just one big drawer, and it has a filing system in it, and now my phone don't want to focus. But I keep like the mail packs. There it goes. Mail packs, the mail that I received, and empty envelopes that I use to send friend mail and stuff out. So like I said, the printer there, and that's one big cabinet, and I have my tool bag in there, another stamp thing, some extra paper there, and then extra of those shelves, and then I have like a candy cane wire for like the wreath forms, but it's a candy cane shape. So that, and then the drawers are not organized. They just have kind of like whatever in them. There's some paper punches and my wipies and for cleaning the stamps and stuff in there. And that is it. So that is my new workspace that I have with my daughter. And again, so there's the front door. So from her room door, the outside of the closet, and then my hutch there, coming around to my desk, and then my workbench, and that's my half of the room. And then she has her bed in that corner with her vanity, and back to the door. So that is our space. When she's here for the weekend, I mostly just stay out of her way and let her have her space. And when she's at school, I have the other half of the room and do my crafty business. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too shaky. If so, I'm sorry. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.